This is the discussion 1994 A level essay question number 1, part A, part B both. Okay, right. Figure shows the displacement time curve. If you look at the graph, it's in centimeter time. So time in seconds, displacement in centimeters. 50 here, 150 there. 35 there, minus 50 there, 10 seconds there. Okay. Find the initial and final velocities. All of you all know the gradient of the graph. Constant gradient, I'll take alpha. Constant gradient here, I don't know the time, so I'll take here beta. Same gradient. So initial velocity. Initial velocity is equal to gradient tan alpha. Tan alpha is opposite 150 minus 50 over adjacent 10. 100 over 10 is 10 centimeter per second. 10 centimeter per second. Okay. Final velocity. Final velocity is equal to opposite this complete height. 150 and 50, 200. Tan beta, 200 divided by 35 minus 10, 25. 8 centimeter per second. They are asking velocities or speed? Velocities. Don't forget to put the direction. These in the forward direction means this is coming backwards. Backward direction. So forward direction, if you want to put inwards, this is backward direction. Please remember, put the magnitude as well as the direction, because it's a vector. Roman number 1. Okay. Draw the VT graph for the whole motion. Forward direction, VT graph. If you want, I'll do this in centimeter per second, no issue. Forward is 10 centimeter for 10 seconds. Then backwards, instantaneously going backwards. 8 centimeter for how much? 35 seconds. 35 seconds. Determine the total distance traveled. Distance is of course okay, distance. Distance traveled just add. Area under 10 times 10. 8 times 20. 300 centimeters. Explain what happens to the motion at t equal 10. Sudden change in direction. Sudden change in direction. There is sudden change in direction. Give an example for a similar change. Rubber ball bouncing from a ball. Okay, right there. Rubber ball bouncing and rebounding from a ball. Rubber ball bouncing and rebounding from a ball. Okay, right. Suppose the object experiences a constant frictional force after 35 seconds and it comes to rest in further 2 seconds. What's the magnitude of the frictional force required by the object? Be careful. Roman 3, now it's traveling at 8, coming to rest. You can easily see there's a loss in kinetic energy. There's a loss in kinetic energy, 2 seconds it will come to rest. 2 seconds it will come to rest. What's the frictional force? So V equal U plus AT, 510, 8 centimeter per second. Convert to meter. Acceleration we don't know, 2 seconds. A is equal to minus 4 10 to the power minus 2 ms minus 2. 0.04 ms minus 2. What is the friction force? It's traveling at 8 centimeter per second. So friction force only will create the acceleration as it goes. Forward direction or backward direction 0.04. So if I apply F equal ma minus friction, mass is going to be 0.5, 0.004. Yeah, 0.04. Simplify it. 20 10 to the power minus 3 Newton minus 20 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Friction force 20 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Okay, right. Calculate the coefficient of kinetic friction. So how do you calculate the coefficient of kinetic friction? I can do it here. This is going to be part B. Part B. Friction is equal to mu times normal reaction. 20 10 to the power minus 3 mu times normal reaction is 5. Just the weight, 0.5 into g. Mu is 4 10 to the power minus 3, 0.004. Coefficient of friction for mu is 0.004, correct. 0.004. This is the conclusion of part A in the question. Part A in the question. So it's traveling with the velocity, then friction will act, it will slow down. Minus minus cancel out, friction can be found. Friction force is mu times normal reaction. Do the substitution, mu can be found. Mu can be found. So it's a very basic problem but important. Part B. The present electrical energy consumption in Sri Lanka is 3 10 to the power 9 kilowatt per year. Kilowatt hour means unit of energy. Calculate the above consumption per year in joules. Energy consumption. 3 10 to the power 9 kilowatt hours per year. Anyways, 3 10 to the power 3 kilowatt. Kilo convert there. Hour means 3600 seconds. Simplify it. 0 0 18 10 10 to the power 6 joules. 1.08 1 2 3 4 10 to the power 10 joules. 1.08 10 to the power 10 joules. 1.08 10 to the power 10 joules. Right. Calculate the minimum mass of water needed per year to generate the above amount of electricity if water falls from a height of 200 meters. Clearly state the assumptions that you have arrived in this. So we have assumed that all the water will convert into gravitational, all the GPE, gravitational potential energy converts into an electricity. Right there. We must assume that all the gravitational potential energy will convert into electricity. All the gravitational potential energy will convert into electricity. So, change in gravitational potential energy is mgh, that is 1.08 10 to the power 10. Mass G H 1.08 10 to the power 10. m is 0.54 10 to the power 7. 5.4 10 to the power 6 kilograms per year. So much of kilograms of water per year is required. Okay. Roman 3. Roman 3. Taking the rate of water to be constant throughout the year, determine the force exerted by the falling water on the turbine blades in the generator. Assume that the water strikes the blades and then flows along the surface. It's going to strike the turbine blades. Water striking is striking the turbine blades. They are asking you determine the force generated. So we can say gravitational potential energy converts to kinetic energy. (400 times 10 square root) 20 root 10 meter per second. 20 root 10 meter per second. So what is the force generated? F is equal to mv minus mu over t on water. M over t, final velocity minus initial velocity is the force. Now you are thinking, don't just substitute thing. What is coming with the velocity is striking, afterwards going away along the blades. No rebound. So F is equal to m over t mass flow rate. Final velocity is 0, initial velocity is going to be how much? 20 root 10. 20 root 10. They are asking you here the force. So we know 5.4 10 to the power 6 kilograms per year. For a year, how many seconds? For a day, for a minute, 60 seconds. For an hour, 3,600. 24 hours, 365 days. Minus 20 root 10 is the force. Okay. Is the force on water. Therefore, F is equal to 5.4 10 to the power 6 20 root 10 divided by 3,600 24 into 365 newtons upwards on water. Every action has equal opposite reaction. This exact amount will act on the blade. Exact amount will act on the blade in the downward direction. Please try to understand what they are asking. Water is falling, hitting the blade and not rebounding, so gravitational potential converts to kinetic. They are asking you to find the force acting on the water. So if I take water here, you know water is pushing the blade down, blade is pushing the water up. If I put F equal ma on water, final velocity 0, on water the force is upwards. Every action has equal opposite reaction, opposite reaction is on the blade. If you do the calculation here, if you do the basic calculation, you will get 5.4 10 to the power 6 20 into 10 1.08 10 to the power 7 newtons. So force acting downwards on the blade 1.08 10 to the power 7 newtons. Right. So be very careful now. This is water. Water is hitting the blade down. There's an equal opposite force acting on the blade. Equal opposite force acting on the blade. Right. Roman 4. The Ceylon Electricity Board CEB estimates the energy demand for electric power will increase to 7.5 10 to the power 9 kilowatt hour per year by the year 2000. So now this year 1994 it was 3 10 to the power 9. Now 7.5 10 to the power 9 means there is a 4.5 10 to the power 9 increase. The board plans to meet this increase by coal power plants. Check and see when the plan was made. The plan was made in 1993 to put coal power plants. Now 2021, still we only have one broken coal power plant. Right. Calculate the mass of coal needed per year to generate extra amount of electrical energy. Assume that coal power stations operate at an overall efficiency of 40%. That means only 40% output is there. 40% output is there. Right. So what's the additional energy required per year? Additional energy required per year. This is part 4. Additional energy required 4.5 10 to the power 9 kilowatt hour per year. 4.5 10 to the power 9 kilowatt hour per year. Okay. 1 kilogram of coal gives 4.5. Okay. Calculate this. Per year. So 4.5 10 to the power 9 kilo, 3600 joules. N kilograms, 1 kilogram will give you 4.5 10 to the power 5 kilojoules, or 4.5 10 to the power 6, or 4.5 10 to the power 8 joules. N kilograms will balance this out. 4.5 3600 10 to the power 12. So much is needed per year. 1 kilogram will give you 4.5 10 to the power 8 n kilograms, so you can find mass. Simplify this. Mass is 3600 10 to the power 4, 3.6 10 to the power 7 kilograms of coal per year. Per year we need about 3.6 10 to the power 7, but remember, be careful. Here the efficiency is 40%. You forgot that. So M is equal to 3600 over 0.4 10 to the power 4. 36,000 over 4 10 to the power 4. 9,000 10 to the power 4 means 9 10 to the power 7 kilograms per year. Don't forget 40% efficiency is there in the question. 40% efficiency is there in the question. Right. So these are difficult actually. You just need to balance the units of the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay. So this concludes the discussion for 1994 A level essay question number 1, part A and part B. Part A and part B. Completely done.